Today, Gordon County District Family Engagement Specialist will be hosting a virtual parent cafe. Good morning. We are so happy to have you joining us. This is our first event online with our virtual parent cafe, and we are super excited to begin. But first, I would like to take just a moment and introduce ourselves and get to know who you are. My name is Jennifer Pullum, and with me today is Kim Cantrell and Connie Van Houten, and our roles with the schools are District Family Engagement Specialists. Joining us today are Lindsay, Mandy, and Danielle. We are so glad you are able to join us today. The purpose of a parent cafe is to have open communication between the schools and parents. We would like to ask you a few questions today, and by doing this, we hope to have a better understanding of parent expectations, and in return, we become better equipped to support you and your children. We have put a link on the standing easel that you can go to after our meeting and sign in and provide a brief evaluation. If you would please do that for us, we would very much appreciate it. So let's begin.
I often have parents who want to know more about social distancing in our schools. What are your thoughts and ideas in regard to your child's school working to foster a sense of community while practicing social distancing?
Though social distancing is a fundamental component of this year's school procedures, I believe it is imperative that a sense of community be fostered as best it can be under the current circumstances. I believe our schools are doing a phenomenal job continuing to educate students with new protective protocols in place. As a community, however, let's focus our efforts planning creative and safe events that foster love and pride for our schools and families.
I think the schools are making the best out of a difficult situation. It seems that the schools are trying to move forward in the most positive way that they can.
How would you like to be involved in your child's education?
It is important for me that my son's teacher know his characteristic and his learning style. By having this insight, she will be able to keep him engaged in his learning, allowing him to have a more positive experience with school and a positive outlook about his education.
I believe that it's important for parents to have a clear understanding of how students are assessed and how the grading policies are implemented. As a parent, I want communication about my child's strengths and deficit areas to be communicated clearly, as well as ways in which to best support them at home. I also believe it goes a long way with parents when we feel as though our children's teachers want to get to know them as a person and not just as a student.
And our last question today is, what are the two top things that you care about communicating with your child's teacher?
One of the most impactful ways that I believe that I can be involved with my child's education is understanding strategies and techniques that can be utilized at home to best support the work they are doing at school. I've been in a position before when I received poor grades from one of my children, yet just by looking at the work, I was unaware of how best to help them. I think the school has to keep in mind that sometimes the educating extends past the student and supports must be provided to parents as well.